up? What's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette.
I do it for the turn up. And we ain't going nowhere. We praise him because it's necessary. So watch us turn this place into a sanctuary.
J1 Yvette.
I do it for the turn up.
She's a G for Jesus.
But I've come to praise his name. You're tuned in to Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, what's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette, and thank you for joining me on the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. That was music from Deitrick Haddon. It's called Glory. Now, before I move on, I gotta send a shout out to my church, St. Paul Church in District Heights, Maryland, where the senior pastor is Pastor Robert J. Williams Sr., and the co-pastor is Pastor Bobby Williams Jr. We are back to in-person service for a limited number of people each Sunday, but if you're not able to attend in person, you can be a part of the service online every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time via Facebook Live, Twitter, and YouTube Live. Just click on spchurchonline.com for more information. Again, that's S as in Saint, P as in Paul, churchonline.com. And when we are again fully open to capacity, if you're in the DMV, I'd love to see your face in the place, because we're not just a church, y'all. We are a family, and you will definitely feel the love of God from the moment you walk through the doors. Now, special shout out to Reverend Elise Bryant, who delivered today's sermon. She came from Matthew chapter 21 verses 18 through 22 and talked about faith in a figless moment. And it was a message that is so fitting for these times. We're living through a global pandemic and such a toxic political environment that life can feel very discouraging. But when you know that God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and that he loves us and he has us in his hands, then we know we can still believe for miracles in a world that seems to be crashing down around us. We can still believe for joy in a world that seems so depressed and angry, and we can still believe for peace in a world that's filled with chaos. And now I'm going to move over and let CeCe Winans make that point in her song. This is Believe For It, and you're tuned into the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette. What's up, what's happening with your girl, J1 Yvette? Now, I come to bring you the latest and greatest in gospel music every Sunday right here on the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. But if you want to get your worship and praise on all through the week, let me tell you about this cool Facebook page, y'all. It's facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Again, Facebook.com/sounds, SOUNDZ from heaven. Make sure you're tuning in, get your worship and praise on every day, and don't forget to like and share, and join me every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. From traditional gospel to the new sounds of Christian music, you're listening to Sunday Inspiration, Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio. It's the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette. That's music from The Truth, and it's called Teacher. Now, every aspect of life teaches us something, but whose voice are we listening to? Is it the still small voice of God that guides us in the right direction and gives us peace in the time of storm, corrects us when we get off track, and loves us through our pain? Or is it the noise of the world that can fill us with anxiety and confusion? Just something to think about and pray about as we walk through this life. Now, a quick programming note, I'll be back on the air this Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sound Off Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Now, if you miss any episodes, you can catch up right here on Blog Talk Radio, or check out the podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Podchaser, and almost anywhere else you get your podcast. Just Google J1 Yvette Sunday Inspiration Podcast to find out where you can listen. Now I got to send shout outs to Team J1 Yvette. That's my official promo team, and it's run by my girls Amina in LA, Alex in Moe County, Maryland, and Tracy in Richmond, VA. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team J1 Yvette. Now you can also follow me on Twitter at J1Yvette1. That's JWANYVETTE and the number 1. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok and also Facebook at Justified Madness 31. Now shout outs to my St. Paul family, my fam bam, whether by blood or by love, I love you to life. My twamily, my young nation, and all my mad hatters. Shout out to Shane, and last but never ever least, my daughter Jessie. She's the voice that you hear every Wednesday and Saturday right here on Justified Madness. And she's my favorite daughter because, you know, she's kind of my only daughter. But I love her to life, y'all. And I'm definitely here to spread the love. Now, next up, I have music from Tamala Mann. Her new album is called Overcomer, and the song is called Help Me. Then on the other side of the commercial, I'm closing it out with music from New Orleans' own D1 with I Know God. Now, special prayers for D1. He and his family had to be relocated due to Hurricane Ida. So please keep not only them, but everyone who has been affected by Hurricane Ida all along the East Coast, and keep them all in your prayers, y'all. And also, if you're able to give monetary donations, you can do so by contacting the United Way of Southeast Louisiana, the Greater New Orleans Foundation, Imagine Waterworks, Project Hope, and more. And also, if you're able to donate supplies, you can contact Cajun Navy Relief, Rebuilding Together New Orleans, and more. Now, for all the specific details, I have a link. I'm going to post it up in the chat room and also on my Twitter. Go to bit.ly/2V as in victory, F as in Frank, F as in Frank, P as in Paul, T, G as in Greg. Now, I know that's going to be hard to remember, so I am going to post that up in my on my Twitter and also in the chat room, so you can help out if you can. And if you're not able to give, if you don't have it to give, I know a lot of people are struggling right now, then prayers definitely go a long way. So definitely keep that in mind. Well, thank you for tuning in. I will be back this Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sound Off Wednesday edition of Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette. What's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette, sending a shout out to Erica Campbell. Yes, that Erica Campbell of Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. And make sure you're listening to her as well as Darlene McCoy on the Nightly Spirit Show and the Willie Moore Jr. Show. If you're in Richmond, VA, make sure you go to Praise 104.7 on your FM dial or hit up PraiseRichmond.com to listen worldwide.
I don't know what you come to do, but I'll come to praise his name. You're tuned into Sunday Inspiration. It's Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.